Luke shows, more than the other three Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and John, that Jesus had a tender heart for women, and he valued their personhood. Luke also emphasizes Jesus' compassion for the lost and lonely. From the first announcement of his coming to his ascension into heaven, Jesus is at the center of everything. The songs are for his praise. The miracles are by his power. The teaching is from his wisdom. The conflict is over his claims, and the cross is that which only he could bear. Setting. The events in Luke's Gospel take place in the land known as Canaan, the promised land of the Old Testament, that later became known as Palestine. The Roman Empire ruled the entire land during the events covered by Luke. And as we will hear, these Roman governing authorities were part of God's plan for all that takes place in this gospel. Jesus was raised in the town of Nazareth, and from there he ministered all over the region surrounding the Sea of Galilee. Jerusalem, the most important city in the history of God's people, is the setting for the last and most important week of Jesus' life. Theme. We can summarize the theme of Luke very simply. Jesus is the be-all, end-all of everything. Studying Luke. In general, it's good practice to read through the entire Bible passage assigned for a given week before beginning work on the study. However, some weeks in our study, especially week 6, cover a lot of Luke's chapters. When you get to these, you might want to read the Bible passages a section at a time as you work through the lesson. However you choose to read through Luke, remember that marinating in the scripture text is the most important aspect of any Bible study. Group study. If you are doing this study as part of a group, you'll want to finish each week's lesson before the group meeting. You can work your way through the study questions all in one sitting or by doing a little bit each day. And don't be discouraged if you don't have sufficient time to answer every question. Just do as much as you can, knowing that the more you do, the more you'll learn. No matter how much of the study you are able to complete each week, the group will benefit simply from your presence, so don't skip the gathering if you can't finish. That being said, group time will be most rewarding for every participant if you have done the lesson in advance. If you are leading the group, you can download the free Leader's Guide at lydiabrownback.com/flourish-series. Individual study. The study is designed to run for 10 weeks, but you can set your own pace if you're studying solo. And you can download the Leader's Guide, lydiabrownback.com/flourish-series, if you'd like some help along the way. Reading Plan. Week 1. Primary Text. Luke chapter 1 verses 1 through chapter 2 verse 52. Supplemental reading. 1 Kings chapters 17 through 19. 2 Kings chapters 1 and 2. 2 Samuel chapter 7 verses 8 through 16. Malachi chapter 4 verses 5 and 6. Hebrews chapter 1 verse 5. Week 2. Primary Text. Luke chapter 3 verses 1 through chapter 4 verse 15. Supplemental reading. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verses 1 through 3. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 15. Week 3. Primary Text. Luke chapter 4 verses 16 through chapter 6 verse 49. Supplemental